everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about coats because it's gotten really cold here in the UK quite suddenly. I feel like it was autumn and then boom, out of nowhere it's suddenly winter. Like, where was the transition? I've gone from wearing cardigans and leather jackets to needing full-blown coats, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of love it because coats are my favorite aspect of winter fashion, I'd say. Just because I feel like once you're wearing a coat, you can't see your outfit anyway, so it's like the coat needs to do the talking because that's the first thing that everyone's gonna see. And the high street have been coming out with like so many amazing coats recently, so I want to show you guys the ones that I've added to my winter wardrobe this year, as well as the ones that have stuck around with me for like years, and yeah, I'm still going to bring them out this year because I love them so much. I want to talk about the core types of coats I feel like everyone needs in their collection, and bearing in mind though, my personal style is a little more alternative, I'd say, to your average girl, so there aren't as many coats in like timeless classic silhouettes and colours, but I hope regardless you're still interested in seeing what I've been loving, so please keep watching. The first coat you need in your wardrobe is a statement print coat. Like I said before, coats cover up 90% of your outfit anyway, so if you've got a statement print coat, you can simply throw that on top of like your daily uniform of a top and jeans, like a sweater dress, and it'll just make your outfit so much more interesting. The statement print coat I have is one from Karen Millen. I've had this coat for like over 3 years now and it's still going strong, and I never fail to take it out every single winter season. It's sort of like a loose cocoon shape, which I love for day to day. It's really comfortable to wear. You can chuck it on top of like really thick jumpers and it's roomy and nice, and it's not super thick, but it's still quite warm because it's wool. And if you know my history, then you'll know why I bought this coat in the first place. It's because if you remember, okay, probably no one remembers except me, but Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones, you know I'm a huge fan of her. Her first fashion campaign was for Karen Millen, and she was wearing this coat in like the window displays and all the campaigns basically. And yeah, so that's what attracted me to buy it, but I really ended up loving it because I don't think I've ever had like a statement print coat before this, but I love the floral print. It's quite an autumnal colour palette, and if you have a printed coat, I say you can always, if you're like stuck on how to style it, you can always draw from a colour in the print. So I think to the Game of Thrones Season 5 premiere, I actually wore this and I played up like the burgundy tones in this, and I went with a black top and then a suede burgundy A-line skirt and also velvet creepers. So with this you could like pair it with something like wine, berry tones, even mustard, yellow, camel tones and stuff like that, and it'll go really well if you wanted to do something different. But of course you can pair it with like a black and white top with jeans, that'll go well as well. If you love a bit of print clashing like I do, you can go a little bit crazier and pair this with like some printed shoes, like leopard print boots would look really cute with this, or even just like a striped, black and white striped top with this. I love that sort of look as well. The coat that I reach for the most would probably have to be this long line bomber style from the Kendall Kylie collection for Topshop, probably around 2 years ago now. And I wear this one pretty much every single day. I love the sporty vibes it has with the stripes at the bottom and the sleeves, and it's looking pretty grubby at the moment just because I wear it every single day. It's also got like pleather sleeves, which I think gives a nice interesting touch to it, and of course it's black so it goes with everything. I love wearing this with just like a top and jeans and trainers. Yeah, because it's sporty, but I feel like it's not too casual. It does kind of, you can dress outfits up, I suppose. And I have been wearing this a lot with like, because I wear a lot of rainbow outfits, and if you are not too fond of colour, you're a little bit scared of colour, I think wearing something black on top, a black coat, will definitely tone it down. So I've been wearing this a lot over all my rainbow sweaters. Not that I don't like being colourful, but I think it's a nice contrast to have like colours and black. And if you watch any of my premiere vlogs, I'm more likely to be wearing this coat because it is super warm. That's the other thing about it, is that as a bomber jacket it's padded of course, so yeah, if you're hanging around outside for long periods of time like me, then this will be really good for that because it's also useful as a coat because, you know, coats aren't just for fashion, they're to keep you warm primarily, if you've forgotten the main purpose. Yeah, so this one serves both purposes really, really well. And yeah, so I've had this one for over 2 years and I absolutely love it. I wear it all the time. The other thing is I feel like I haven't seen as many longline bomber jackets on the high street at the moment, but I'll link any ones I found down below. But basically, if just like a normal jacket, the normal length bomber jackets will give you the exact same look. The next coat that you need is an aviator jacket. The aviator trend is still going strong thanks to Acne, who sent that oversized one down the runway probably 2 years ago now, but I'm glad it's still on trend because I think the aviator jacket is probably the warmest coat you can get without looking like a full-blown Eskimo basically. And as you can see, all aviator jackets should be lined all the way inside with the shearling. And mostly, last year I had one that was like suede brown on the outside with the cream, and I feel like that's the style and colorway that should be all over the high street. Very like Bane from Batman vibes. But yeah, once I dyed my hair silver last year, it started clashing with that, I felt. So this year I've gone for a black one, and this one is from Monkey. And it's kind of like combining the vinyl trend with the aviator trend, which is super, super cool. This one is super oversized though. If you are thinking of getting anything from Monkey, I recommend sizing down like a couple of sizes because they always run big. Like this is a size S and it's huge. But I suppose getting a big coat is always great. As I said before, you want to be able to lay your stuff underneath. But yeah, I could probably even have gone with an XS. So yeah, just bear that in mind once you're ordering from Monkey. But yeah, wearing more like masculine coats like this, I love wearing it with floral prints and dresses just to, you know, that contrast, make it a little more grungy. Chokers, you could probably get that very like Matilda from Leon vibes with this. But of course, wearing it with jeans and top would look equally cool. So definitely please invest in an aviator jacket. Probably through the middle of winter, this is going to be a lifesaver. The next thing we're going to move on to is a leopard print coat. I feel like nothing emits more of a luxe vibe than a faux fur coat. And leopard print is just classic in my opinion. I know leopard print isn't for everyone, but I personally love having one in my wardrobe. Mine is from the H&M and Erdem collaboration, and it is pretty long, and it has a black tie that you can tie. You can button up the collar part and tie it in a bow, give it a more feminine touch, but you can also leave it undone and give it more of that like grungy rock chick vibe. If you're feeling extra funky, I do love all the brightly coloured like fantasy faux fur coats that have been popping up all over the high street. An awesome brand I found is like Jackie, or is it Jackie? I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll leave the links down below. But they are stocked on ASOS and they do so many awesome like bright hot pink, lime green, and then there's like cow print and tiger stripes, like all crazy. All the design, like love heart prints, everything. They have basically all your faux fur needs. Go to that jacket brand, they're amazing. And yeah, I've been eyeing up some jackets from there, so if you're feeling more wild, then I definitely recommend something from them. And something else that I've gotten recently is from ASOS, and it is another faux fur coat, but it's quite a lot shorter, and it's this gorgeous powder blue color. This one has a hood, which I think is really handy as well to have a hooded coat for the winter. Probably like for drizzle this is good I suppose, and for keeping warm, but if it's going to get any harder rain than that, then you'll end up smelling like a wet dog, so I wouldn't recommend a faux fur hood. But yeah, this is one that's recently gone into my collection that I've been wearing quite a bit on colder days. In the realm of faux fur coats are teddy coats, which is this material, which is more fleecy but just as cozy. I've seen so many bloggers rocking just like the normal cream ones, oversized and super snuggly looking. I picked up this one from Topshop recently. It's in this gorgeous like bottle green color that I've been absolutely loving, and this one is long line and also much more of a looser cocoon fit. I love wearing this one with more casual things because I think it adds a nice glam touch to an outfit. So I've been rocking this one with my Stranger Things sweatshirt, which is like a grey sweatshirt from the Topshop line as well, and blue denim. I think it looks great with this. I've seen Topshop, ASOS, Urban Outfitters are all doing variations of teddy coats at the moment, so you'll find one on the high street. I've seen them in so many different colours, like even pastel colours, lilacs, pinks, more feminine colours, and then as well as like natural colours like cream and brown, like actual teddy bear vibes. So I'm sure you'll be able to find one to tickle your fancy on the high street because there's lots of them at the moment and they're super warm. So I definitely recommend getting a teddy bear coat in your wardrobe this winter. The next type of coat I feel you need is a smarter coat, so one that's more slim fitting and tailored and probably with a collar and sharp shoulders, so more reminiscent of a blazer basically, but in coat form, long line. The one I'm going to show you guys is from Primark, and I've had this one for over a year now and it's still going strong, so the quality is pretty good. And with this one I love that you can grunge it up as well, so I've worn it with, like last time I wore it with like velvet culottes and just like a t-shirt, and it really smartens up an outfit and looks super duper cool. As well as I've seen a lot of these floating around in that like Prince of Wales check that has been so in, so that would be a good look. And I actually wore this one to the Peaky Blinders premiere, if you remember, in Birmingham, so got a lot of compliments on it too, so I was like, it's actually from Primark, can you believe it? Yeah, so that one I've had in my wardrobe for a while, but a newer one is one from And Other Stories I've gotten, and it is this camel version. And I was desperately missing a camel coat in my wardrobe because I feel like camel coats just give, they're classic basically, they're timeless, aren't they, and they just give a nice touch to any outfit basically, and I was needing one in my wardrobe. And this And Other Stories one is wool, so it's very warm as well, very similar shape to the Primark one. It does have the tie belt so you can cinch your waist and just leave it hanging and open. And yeah, so that's a recent addition to my coat wardrobe. I feel like camel is much more feminine colour, so wearing this with dresses would look really cool. Last but not least, I didn't think this one fit into the category of coats, but I still wanted to include it because it's something I wear most in the winter, and that's a puffer jacket. If you live in the UK or any other cold country, you definitely need one of these, especially in the middle of winter. You need something that's got to be both a windbreaker and insulating, which puffer jackets mostly do. I've seen lots of huge long line ones, like I think Tommy Hilfiger and Gigi Hadid did that one, which I don't think I can pull off because it's like super long, but I can imagine it being super duper warm. And I've seen people at Fashion Week, like really cool girls, wearing it like over the shoulder kind of look, which looks really cool. Still, I think I would look like a massive abominable snowman in one, but yeah, so I've chosen a more modest length one. This one just hits the hips, and this one featured in an older haul video because I've had this one for a while, but it's from Lazy Oaf, and it's simple and black, but it's got the cute little hearts on it, which I think adds a nice touch and an interesting touch, which I always crave with my outfits. I want to look a little bit different, and I have been wearing this to premieres that have been in the dead of winter. If you remember, I wore this to the BAFTAs earlier in the year because I did have to wait from early hours in the morning, pretty much like camp out, and this was a lifesaver. Basically, it was snowing too, so yeah, definitely I would recommend a puffer jacket. And that's all. So those are all the coats in my current winter wardrobe. I think it's a nice mix of old and new, and also a big enough range to be both versatile and stylish, which is a balance I'm constantly on the lookout for. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it's given you a bit of winter wardrobe inspiration. Let me know if there's a particular coat you have your eye on, and please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new and you want to see more videos from me, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!